me. Brittany who? You sending me that shit already, so. That seems to be crazier about me.
Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Bulldogs kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway.
Be respectful.
On the return, it's Rock. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Maybe a crease. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Boilermakers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Sends it back in motion. Hits the hole. Ball's out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Finds his big tight
Say
end.
bye to Michelle.
He's
Bye,
brought
Michelle.
down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Right down the middle. Right side, it's Harris. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle back, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Unleashes one. Caught. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Boilermakers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Using his feet. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Searching for space. Can they catch him? What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Handoff for Jarrett. Headed to the end zone.
Hey.
Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Martin. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Buys time to his left. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
On first down, it's Bothwell again. Enough to move the chains. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's a give to Bothwell. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
No.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage. But just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free, you just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were...
Snags it, and there's running room. Crosses midfield. At the 30. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Purdue!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Got the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Taylor wants to throw it. He's going to take off. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Big chunk there.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Bulldog! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
The little suitcase they gave away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Without so they gave away the bag. They gave away like something like limited. It wasn't a suitcase. I think it was a suitcase or something. I had that motherfucker.
Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the back. Here's a give to Gibson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's got enough. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Terrell. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Gets the back moving. Here's the fly sweep. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Come on, get some of this chicken. I guess I got rid of her.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Looking for a man. It's Marshall.
Good.
Throws to the wideout.
Gotta be right.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes to the right. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes, and man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit too, because in that 2-minute situation,
the black doctor, the black surgeon,
got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
He said there'll be a he said there would be a racist towards him.
They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if he's
crazy work environment, man.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Whoa. Shut up, nigga.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Comes down, it's Harris. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Oh,
this offense
sure
plenty
did.
happy enough
He
with
sure
the result
did.
of that play, so
They
they just
look
let
just
the official
fine.
put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Marshall.
Yeah.
Reels it in.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for his quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision.
You know, Bill said it until it gets over.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock.
Son of a bitch, I fucking pressed the wrong button.
Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air, it's Marshall. Got his man. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger with ease.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Buffalo, taking on the number 25 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's Buffalo, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Bluff Bothwell again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like right.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He's changing the play. Needs it here on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Well, no, it's so serious.
Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown.
I know it's
The
like sports.
defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Trying to get the corner. Just smothered on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Turns up, it's Gibson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets rid of it. Gets rid of it.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Loose in the middle. The He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And this will be caught as they convert the two. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
I've seen the poster or whatever.
Here's Gibson to begin the drive.
Shit, but I've never watched it.
Oh, he got loose. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Now he's on the ball, brother.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be tricky for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Sets his feet. It's Marshall. Rolls right. Got his man on the right. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Takes the handoff. It's Terrell. And he's brought down after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Deep in the end zone, it's Martin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Makes the grab on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50.
Yeah,
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He'll pull it down and run.
That might have been left
Good
our ball.
pick up there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Plows through the defense. And he's loose, and
What a
he'll
beast.
take it to the
What a
house.
fucking beast.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they'll try to tack on 2. Taylor wants to throw. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the Hands team will be able to recover the ball. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown?
Oh, come on,
And the big
man.
boys
This
up
shit
front
is
doing the...
Ernie on the Jets.
This shit is so
and he
good.
ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Oh,
15-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. He's looking to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Ashley. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And man, their fans have been hungry to see that. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
He wants a big play here late. He's got it on the left. Touchdown, Bulldog!
this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for two regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
He makes the grab. The two-point try is good, and it's a one-possession game late. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Sends it back in motion. Gibson again. Fighting off the defender. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Handoff for Jarrett. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes to the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And he puts the cherry on the sundae. I tell you what, man, this upset does not happen without this running game. He settled everybody down, toted the rock angry, made a bunch of plays. Palmer, he made it easy for this offense to have a big day.
I think he took it personally. I think he read the clippings and listened to all the experts talk about how they could not run the ball against this physical and this imposing defense and really played with a chip on his shoulder today. He looked like he was running angry, and no question, he's the key to their team's massive upset win.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Got his man to the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit as he throws. Just got rid of that one.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds space on the right. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.